Well, welcome to the morning call. According to Nigerian local media houses, some 40 foreigners were apprehended in Sambisa forest following an assault by the country's national army to drive out what they describe as the last of the insurgents of the Boko Haram terrorist cell. Now, with a few days to the year's end and a promise to defeat the group by 2017, Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has said that he has delivered with these latest reports from the army. Since 2 days ago, Nigerian Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, gave a warning statement that Boko Haram suspects were fleeing to the neighboring states of Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe.
The army says it has taken control of the insurgent stronghold, part of a wider operation it started a year ago. The operation's main goal was to rescue Boko Haram captives. A statement by the Boko Haram army spokesman welcomed the release of 1,900 captives and the arrest of hundreds of Boko Haram fighters. However, should we already claim victory or simply call this progress of symbolic victory? With us this morning to try to answer to this question is Martin Ewi, a security expert at the Institute of Security Studies in Pretoria.
À l'Institut of Security Studies de Pretoria. Monsieur Ewi, bonjour. Alors dites-nous, la chute
Hello,
de
Ewi.
Sébastien de Boko
Is
Haram
news of chasing up Boko Haram from Sambisa a significant milestone or merely a symbolic victory?
I think we've all received this news with a lot of appreciation, with a lot of felicitations to the Nigerian government for this achievement. If really true, because we are talking of a forest the size of Belgium. So if they have really managed to sack Boko Haram out of that huge forest, then it will be a significant achievement in the sense that they have denied Boko Haram a home, which will put the group on the run. And when you're on the run, you are not stable, you are not steady to really plan and carry out attack. But that's only to postpone attacks to the near future where, can settle and begin to build up again. Because defeating them or sacking them from Sambisa forest does not mean the elimination of the group. I think we're still far from that, and I don't think that military force alone will accomplish that goal.
Alors, Monsieur Ewi, pour que l'on comprenne un peu
Mr. So, what does it mean for the struggle against the group just as a whole?
Indeed, in the past months or so, we've seen many Boko Haram militants surrendering, their arms and themselves to the government. But the problem is that we don't really know how many were made up Boko Haram, how many members did Boko Haram really have, so that we can actually say, okay, 5,000 have surrendered, we still have 2,000 to go. Which means that even if we have a couple of thousand that have surrendered, there could be several other thousands left, or several other thousand may have escaped to other countries, or just, disarm themselves and take refuge within communities and so on, where, they'll pretend to be living normal life and, find time to regroup and come back to attack. Therefore, I think we're still far away to make any solid conclusions on this particular issue. But recent development indeed are encouraging, and they are showing signs that the group is actually making a lot of progress.
Another question,
Mr. Ewi. What to expect in the weeks to come?
I think the Nigerian government is taking seriously, but I think the problem which we are having now, which I think will provide a vicious circle for the group to come back, is the humanitarian problem, which is really taking on an alarming stage. If we don't find a quick solution to it, some of these individuals could find refuge with Boko Haram, and that could bring back the group to full force. Also, to really back these military activities with soft responses. By soft responses, I mean that from where we stand, we don't think that, Boko Haram will be completely defeated through the cutting off of certain heads or driving people out of Sambisa forest to other areas. I think what will defeat, really eliminate Boko Haram is if we can target the ideology, if we can target the root causes of the group. This insurgency is not the first in Nigeria. And therefore, what Boko Haram signals to us is that there is an impunity gap that needs to be eliminated. And the military cannot do that. So I think Nigeria should really seriously consider putting in place a kind of a criminal tribunal that will really help to carry out massive investigation and prosecution of all those who may have played a role in the development and escalation of Boko Haram. Not only for punitive reason, but really for accountability, to make sure that individuals are accountable for their actions and to point out those who have been involved, because there could be people behind this Boko Haram that we don't see, we don't hear about.
Thank you very much, Martin Ewi, for giving us that insight onto the Boko Haram being defeated. Well,